competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah.
Welcome back to week 2. I'm a little bit behind because the beta came out and got a little behind with the videos, but today we're going to work on week 2. Let's get it.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's week 2 of the NFL.
Losing the Jets, got to play a way better week and play a way better game because they did not play well at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin things here with Gaskin.
It's a flag on the play. Holding offense. Number 68. 74, 5-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty.
Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin.
Picks a few.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 2nd and 9. Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Tua on the bootleg here.
And he's sacked by Oweh.
He goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends. And
Going anywhere with stuck like Calais.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week
caught one-handed by Bateman for the first.
Getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
What the heck?
That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do,
for the first.
protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, right at the 40. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Dances by him, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
He's in for the touchdown.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
There we go.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, Gaskin. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Gaskin. And boy, he is very close to a first down.
Stopped by Williams.
That football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That's
How did he catch that?
Marcus Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson rolling to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards but needed 10. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
Spinning around. This is like a glitch going on.
Right at the 15-yard line.
Guy's spinning around like a top.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On a further review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. Up the middle, Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense number 68. 10-yard penalty.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Waddle ain't going to Waddle. Waddle's in the very next day.
Well short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks big.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown, Duvernays.
For a Ravens touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10.
Going
Nice
anywhere.
return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Two in the Dolphins offense getting ready to take over once again. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start here with Gaskin.
There he goes. Catch a queen.
To the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Catch a queen.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
You're making sure to tie him up.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. A beautiful fake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Now Jackson on first down.
Crap, threw the wrong play.
Away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson now. That is caught.
Bateman for the touchdown.
For a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled. Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game. And in the driver's seat right now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Tua now on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle. That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis, and he will be brought down.
Wish he'd play like that in real life.
The final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a couple of cellar dwellers from a season ago. The Jets on the road at Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick
For
it
the
off.
second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and 12, Jackson dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Get out of here.
The catch is made.
First down, though.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wish he'd do that in real life.
That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
Crazy.
They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not
trying to
before
like truck
he
him
takes
so
it
he
across the
fumbles.
40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete.
How?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, back to Gaskin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going anywhere. Sit down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, you get my own play in the back.
Complete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Edwards now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
3rd on that.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He just blocks you. How do you get injured?
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's
in for the touchdown.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He is going to find Hill
to the
here.
cheetah.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Tua going to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to get this complete to Gaskin.
Wow.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gaskin will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Can't fool me.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second down. Here's an option right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 124 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better
Nice.
as we go forward.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. But this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's a run on first down that
And it's
doesn't
over.
accomplish
Gotta
anything.
win finally.
In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Subscribe for more.